Hello guys and girls, voices from the dark here. Welcome back to Steins Gate. It's time to go to Ferris's apartment, because apparently that's the only way she's gonna give us the information we need about the IBN, and hey, I'm not gonna complain, so well, I look over my shoulder with a frown. Why are you guys tagging along? Well, Daru is obvious. Mairi, probably because she wants to see her friend. Mairi and Daru are following me, even though I didn't ask them to come. Kurisu stayed back at the lab.
I usually never been to Ferris John's place. I thought I'd like to visit once.
I mean, it's Ferris John's home. No way I'm missing this. It might be a bad idea to take the Ferris stalker along. A really bad idea. Well, whatever. If Ferris has a problem with it, then we can send him away when we get there. Nothing else matters as long as I get Ferris to search for the IBN 5100. Of course, if the IBN 5100 is at the Yanabayashi Shrine, then that wouldn't even be necessary. So maybe somebody's already been here to pick it up. I stopped at the shrine, but Lukaku's not there. I guess he was out when he answered the phone earlier. That's what it looked like from the background, at least. I got no other choice, so I go to the humble shrine office and press the intercom button. Luca's dad comes out. When I try asking him if the IBN 5100 was donated to the shrine, he answers, it certainly was. But after he tries looking for it, he says he can't find it anywhere, and he has no idea where it went. I asked if he lent me the IBN 5100 before, but that event is gone from his memory. What's going on here? While heading towards Ferris's place, I analyze the situation. The IBN 5100 has disappeared from the lab, even though it was there just a few days ago. It has also disappeared from Yanabayashi Shrine. It's like some god is messing with me, moving it every time I get close. The D-mails definitely have something to do with this. I can only begin to imagine how the past have changed. At any rate, it looks like we'll have to rely on Ferris. Oh well. The usual weekend crowd packs the front of Akiba Station. Girls dressed in maid outfits and school uniforms diligently distribute flyers to the passers-by. Now those are the kind of flyers you want to pick up. I appreciate their efforts in this god-awful heat. After a few melanin boosting moments walking in the sun, I guess that's some sort of vitamin you get from the sun, I come to a sudden stop.
What's wrong?
I caught sight of a woman squatting on the side of the road, hugging her knees and typing on her phone. That's gotta be Lab Mem 005, Kiryu Moeka. Wait, is she still a Lab Mem? Mairi and Daru don't remember her. Well, whatever. I wonder if she remembers us. What luck! There's something I need to ask her. Well, yeah, because we had her number. Sorry. We had her number. We also sent her a mail and she replied, so she knows that. I run up to Moeka. Hey, Shining Finger! I try getting her attention, but she's stuck in her own little worlds. Mind if I just get myself a screenshot?
IBN. 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 Gone. Why is it gone? Why can't I find it? Is it really in this town? Oh, don't tell me it's already...
Are you listening, Shining Finger?
It should be. It should be here. I mean, it has to. I mean, FB said so.
No reaction. Kiryu Moeka! Moeka stops muttering. She finally looks up. Actually, she just looks at my feet. Well, still, an improvement.
Okabe-kun?
25% CG? CG, okay. Did you take the IBN 5100 from the lab? Mairi and Daru look askance at me, but I ignore them. I don't want to believe that it was you. You're a fellow lab mem after all, but you did display an unhealthy attachment to that computer. So was it you?
You found an IBN 5100?
I found one, but it's gone missing.
Missing?
Don't worry, I won't report you to the police. As long as you return it, that is.
Huh?
The normally expressionless Moeka frowns in bewilderment. You don't remember, do you? Moeka shakes her head faintly. Then she looks down and begins operating her phone at high speed. You're not making any sense. Please explain. Did you really find an IBM 5100? Where? Moeka. She really doesn't know? Well, you seem to be the only one who remembers like your memories, but if she's not involved, then we gotta get to the bottom of this, guys and girls. If the IBM 5100 has been stolen from the lab, then Moeka would be my first suspect. But the IBM 5100 disappeared from Yanabayashi Shrine, not the lab. It can't have been Moeka's doing. So it was the D-mail? Or perhaps it was the work of CERN? I think you can cross CERN off that list. I'm sorry, Finger. I squat in front of Moeka and bow my head. I suspected you. A lab mem. A comrade! I'm the worst sort of man. Hit me, please. I don't mind. But there's one thing I want you to know. In my long years running from the organization, I've grown unable to trust anyone. Why? Why did I have to be born with these gifts that others so covet? Once I start to suspect, everyone looks suspicious. No matter how many comrades gather around me, I always feel alone. Pitiful, aren't I? Just tell me about the IBM 5100. Did you just ignore my speech? Hey Ocarin, you're doing improv in the middle of the street. Has the heat gone to your head? Duts. Damn it. So Moeka doesn't know. Okay, so I guess we should go talk to Ferris. And judging by her responses, she hasn't found one either. I feel like I'm getting farther and farther away from my goal.
I've been thinking. Moeka-san sure is pretty, isn't she? She's got a nice figure, and she's tall too. She'd look great in one of my costumes.
What? For a second I doubt my ears. I approach Mayuri. You met Moeka before?
Sure I have.
When? I grab Mayuri by the shoulders and shake her. Her head bounces back and forth.
When you brought her to the lab.
I did? Daru, do you remember her? Sure, we met at the lab. Tuts. After Moeka sent her D-mail, Mayuri, Daru, and Kurisu behaved as if they had never met her before. Now this is interesting, because Okay, so after Moeka sends the mail, they don't know her. Maybe after we sent the mail to Lukaku's mother, then some... Whoa, okay, let's continue. What's going on? But now both Mayuri and Daru know her? Does that mean Moeka's past was reconstructed again? Given the timing, it has to be Lukaku's D-mail that did it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. But all he did was tell his mother to eat a lot of vegetables. How can that be related to Lab Mem's knowledge of Moeka? Is this another example of the butterfly effect? The cause doesn't match the effect at all.
Ocarin, we need to get going. Ferris-chan's waiting, remember?
That's true. That's true. Let's think about the Moeka issue later. Right now, we should look for the address written on the memo pad. By the way, Mayuri, what's Ferris's real name? Whoa, Ocarin, hold on there! Ferris-chan's name is Ferris Nyan. She doesn't have any other names. Face reality, Daru. Ferris Nyan is just a professional name. Ah, you're the worst. Why do you have to crush my dreams like that, man? Quit grumbling. You just can't handle the truth. Well, Mayuri, don't you know?
Is it okay for Mayushi to tell you?
It's not like you took a vow of secrecy, right? And besides, we're visiting her home, so we'll find out soon enough.
I guess you're right. But just promise me you'll keep it secret, okay? Like from the masters who come to Mayqueen?
I nod.
Okay. Ferris-chan's real name is Akiha Rumiho-chan.
Nya 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 nya, not listening, nya nya nya. Daru covers his ears and drowns the sound out. Akiha. The same characters as in Akihabara. Appropriate. Can we get there already? Oh, damn. Our destination turns out to be the high-rise apartment building next to UPX. Whoa, too close, guys, too close.
Ah, awesome!
Wait, seriously? She lives here? We stand there for a while, staring wide-eyed at the towering building before us. According to the address Ferris gave me, she lives on the top floor. All the way up there. Did we get the wrong address? No, I wouldn't make such a stupid mistake. Don't tell me Ferris is working for the organization. I quickly scan the area. No suspicious figures in sight. Does she have men in black waiting to haul us off to a re-education camp? Nice delusion, man. The truth is stranger than fiction. Besides, don't you think it would be super moe if Ferriston turned out to be a rich girl character? Nice delusion yourself, man.
Anyway, let's go in.
When we call the top floor room via intercom, we're greeted by the voice of an elderly man. He lets us in immediately once I introduce myself as Hoyuin Kiyuma. It feels like we're walking into a trap, but I can't turn back now. Now that's pretty fancy. When we get off the elevator, the elderly man from the intercom is there to lead us inside. He turns out to be a silver-haired gentleman in a tuxedo.
A real live butler.
I'm just gonna picture him as Vatari from Death Note in my head. He just sounds like Vatari. He does indeed look like a stereotypical butler. He fits the bill so well you wouldn't think he was anything else. Mistress, Mr. Hoyuin Kiyuma and friends have arrived. The butler leads us into a room. Ferris is standing before a large window with a panoramic view of Akiba.
Thanks, Kuroki. Nah? Nya? Kuroki?
I've never seen her wearing anything other than the usual maid uniform, so it's refreshing to see her in plain clothes. That's what I'm thinking too when I read these visual novels and they actually change clothes for once. It's like, bam! Wow, they're actually people. But why does she still have her cat ears on? I want to ask. I can't help but wonder. But I restrain myself. Even if I did ask, Ferris would just say something like,
I was born with these, nya? Nya nya? Mayushi and Darinyan came too, nyan?
Ferris's eyes twinkle when she sees Mayuri and Daru behind me.
Ferris-chan, good afternoon, nya 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 nya.
Casual Ferris turn.
Too cute!
I silenced the mouth-breathing Daru by introducing his ribs to my elbow. They followed me. If you don't want them here, I'll send them home.
No fur off my back, nya? Everyone's welcome. Nya 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 nya.
Wait, you talk like that even in your own home?
What do you mean, nya?
Gonna play dumb? Akihara miho?
Ferris is Ferris, nya?
Whatever. Fine. What I really want to know is how you get to live in a luxury apartment in Akiba's best district. What is my assistant want now?
While you're out, can you buy me a fork? Because I want my own fork, and get some cup noodles for dinner too. I think there's a brand called Genchen Ramen. Get those. Wow, so demanding. You need a fork?
You goddamn Americans. How dare you and your Western culture influence us?
Alright, Christina, let's see. My own fork, cup noodles.
My assistant really loves her cup noodles. I'm gonna start calling you Koike-san.
I'm guessing Koike means like noodles or like something similar. I'm not sure.
Okay. I look around the room again. The interior design and furnishings give a very refined impression. It's elegant without being ostentatious. Just my style. Actually, it's kind of like a model home. There's nothing to suggest that this room is lived in. No dirty clothes, no used dishware, not even a speck of dust. That butler, or maybe even some real maids, if there's a butler there have to be maids, right? Must be constantly cleaning up. Speaking of the butler, he's disappeared. I didn't even notice him leave. Maybe he's Batman. Bat Butler. Buttman. Buttman. Wait. Butler Man? Buttman. Okay, that went places. I'm Buttman. He's clearly a master butler if he can move so quietly. Ferris Just who are you?
Like I said, Ferris is Ferris, Nyan.
Rich family? Ferris says it so nonchalantly. Then why does she have to work, mate? Well, then people... Don't play dumb. If you don't explain yourself, I'm leaving. How arrogant. We're the ones who came here to ask Ferristan for a favor, aren't we?
Yeah, well, if you must know. This land originally belonged to my family, yeah?
Huh? What did she just say? This land originally belonged to her family?
Oh, so that's why you're Akiha's...
Wait... Mayuri's exclamation connects the dots in my head. Akiha? You mean you're descended from the hereditary landholders of Akihabara? Ferris nods with a proud expression. So she really is a rich girl character.
By the way, Ferris has considerably influenced on Akihabara's development, Nyan.
Ferris wriggles her slender waist and makes a gesture like a cat washing its face.
It was Ferris who convinced the development board to actively promote Moai culture in Akiba, yeah? Wow, that's amazing! I've been going to development meetings since I was little, yeah?
I don't know why I'm like shaking in my chair while I'm doing her voice. So basically, the chaotic changes in Akiba are all a result of this cat girl's whims. What a monster!
But please keep all this a secret, Nyan.
Ferris's expression suddenly darkens. Why?
You wanna know, yeah?
Ferris approaches me with a bewitching expression.
That's because...
Ferris gently strokes my cheek with her cool, slender fingers. I feel myself falling under her spell. And then... she grins.
Ferris is Ferris! Nya 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 nya.
Damn you, cat girl! How dare you make a fool of me!
I want all my fans to keep treating me the same as always. Nyan.
I don't know what that was. I'm gonna start doing that whenever I see the star sign.
Nyan!
Or something. Dara starts fist pumping when he sees Ferris QTX like, ooh, ooh, ooh! I'll treat you at full force! Up and down, on the staircase, on the table, anywhere!
Mayushi's your fan too. Your maid spirit is really amazing.
Mayuri and Daru might have fallen for her charms, but not I! I don't care about any of this. I thrust my finger at Ferris. Do not defy me, Ferris Nyan Nyan, or I'll paint your expensive wallpaper with blood. You call me to your home so you could show off your status and try to gain leverage in our negotiation, but it's futile. For you are dealing with the insane mad scientist, Hoyoyen Keoma. What kind of reason is that? Huh, perfect. Now Ferris will tremble in fear and beg for my forgiveness. Or so I thought, but instead she looks at me with gleaming eyes.
Nya 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 nya. Ferris loves forceful men, Nyan.
What did she say? That's my line. I wanted to threaten her, not seduce her. Is Ferris a masochist? I'm pretty sure she just goes along with whatever the customer wants here.
Honestly, Ferris didn't want to talk so much about herself, Nya. Most people, when they learn who I am, stop seeing me as Ferris, Nya. They only see the Akiha name. Ferris and Akiha Rumiho want to be seen as separate persons, Nya?
There's nothing to separate. You are Ferris Nyan Nyan, are you not?
Yeah?
For once I agree with you, Ocarin. Whenever she speaks Nyan 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 and wears her cat ears, she's Ferris-tan. You're just being overly self-conscious, Ferris.
I don't know, Nya.
I'm serious. To me, you'll always be the unbeatable cat-eared mate.
Nya nya haha. Thanks, Kiyoma.
Why is she thanking me? Well, she's probably admiring my incredible magnanimity. Now then, let's finish this idle gossip and get down to business. Ferris, you said there would be a price to pay in exchange for your help acquiring an IBN 5100. What is your prize? Do not test the limits of my goodwill. If I unseal my right arm for even an instant, everything will be destroyed and nothing will remain, just so you know.
Fine by me, Nya.
Ferris points at the cat ears sticking out of her head.
These cat ears have the power to negate all other powers. Nyan nyan clear. When Kiyuma's power is unleashed, Ferris will stop it, yeah?
Dots! I shouldn't have mentioned my hand to Ferris. Ferris's most terrifying power is one known as Dubbing 10. It allows her to steal other people's stories and add them to her own. I'm the one who named it, of course. The number 10 doesn't really mean anything.
Well, I guess I'll tell you, yeah? My prize?
Ferris chuckles. But I notice something. Her eyes aren't smiling.
Is to let me use your time machine, yeah?
Yeah, I had a feeling that was it.
I heard what you said at May Queen yesterday. You built a time machine.
But I do wonder how she, like... We roleplay so much, why would she take that seriously? I guess because we were talking to Daru. But then again, Daru and I probably have a lot of spaced out conversations, but... I guess she just... Well, she's correct either way. Indeed, we have created the first successful time machine in human history. CERN was the first. But don't misunderstand. We call it a time machine, but it's not the kind you can hop into and fly to whenever you want. All we can do is send a 36-byte email to someone's phone in the past. But even that is worthy of a Nobel Prize in physics. It is a transcendental super invention that will alter the course of human history forever.
It can send an email to someone in the past? That's awesome! Ferris wants to use it, yeah?
Ferris jumps up and down in joy. The time machine is our lab's greatest secret. If you want to use it, then you must become a lab mem.
A lab mem? What's that, yeah? Well, it means you get to be part of our club. Mayushi would be super happy if Ferris-chan became a lab mem.
Same here! Yeah, this should be our final lab mem, then we can get the whole gang together and possibly do something! That's been like 24 episodes or something! I just feel like there's been so little, like, progression in stuff. So, Ferris, let's kick this thing up a bit. That'll be alright! Please join, I'm begging here.
How do I become a lab mem, yeah?
There's no contract. We only require that you perform the Blood Oath.
The Blood Oath?
The window is closed, but a gust of wind blows through the room. It's coming from the air conditioner. But outside the window, I see rain clouds cover the sky. I hear the rumbling of thunder inside my brain. Ferris Nyan Nyan, if thou dost desire to join the hallowed order of lab mems, then by the code passed down in high ancient from an age long forgotten, pledge thy flesh, thy bone, and thy blood, and thy soul to the grail of heaven, and swear fealty everlasting. This duty fulfilled, the old gods shall grant thee thy lab mem number. I didn't understand a word of that.
Oh no, what do I do? Mayushi never ate any blood loaf. Does that mean Mayushi's not a lab mem?
Don't worry, Mayushi. This is just Okarin's usual nonsense.
Oh, I guess everything's fine then. Thank goodness. Very well, Nya. I shall take the Blood Oath, Nya.
With a grim expression, Ferris grabs the small knife on top of her desk and suddenly slashes it against her wrist.
No!
Isn't that a paper knife?
Yeah, Darion's right. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I was like, okay, that's pushing it a bit. God, she surprised me. I clear my throat and pull myself together. Very well, Ferris. I invest you as Lab Mem 007. Sorry.
Perfect. So now, can I use the time machine, yeah?
Indeed, but not a word to anyone. Death to traitors. That's the law of the lab.
It is?
No, Okarin made it up just now.
Thanks, Kyuma.
Ferris hugs me by the neck. A very sweet aroma tickles my nose. And something very soft tickles my... Okarin, you jerk! I helped make the phone wave too!
Really, Nya? Then Daru Nyan too.
Ferris flies over to Daru.
I'm glad she's so happy, Ocarine.
Mayuri, you really are innocent.
Huh?
I take up my phone and put it to my ear. I guess I do. It's me. Yeah, I got it wrapped around my finger. What did you expect? I mean, she's just a 17-year-old girl here. That cat girl thinks she's bargained with me to appease her lust for mankind's dream, the forbidden fruit that is the time machine. But she's dancing to the tune of Hoya Yin Kiyuma. Why'd I agree to pay their price, you ask? Or why I couldn't say that sentence? That should be obvious, okay? And I twist my lips into a grin. My razor-sharp shark teeth are probably glistening right now. Damn, I wish I had shark teeth. That cat girl shall be our guinea pig. I'm a monster? Pfft, what a terrible thing to say. Not that you're wrong, exactly. Our D-mail experiments have reached a standstill. Kurisu refuses to become a subject, and Mayuri and Daru are too dumb to be useful. We managed to experiment on Moeka and Lukaku, but we still need more data. Along comes Ferris. She's going to provide me with both an IBM 5100 and new data. 2 birds with 1 stone. Right. Ferris thinks she's using us. But it is we who are using her. She is but a moth drawn to my brilliant flame. As planned, we are proceeding to the next phase of the experiment. This is the choice of Steins Gate. El Saikangru. Someone taps me on the shoulder after I put away my phone. Right after that, they blow into my ear.
Who were you talking to, Nya?
Ferris is behind me. She must have finished servicing Daru while I was still on the phone. No doubt she heard everything. It's too late, Ferris Nyan Nyan. You've already taken the blood oath. If you break it, ruin will befall you. There is no escape.
Okay, Nya. So where's the time machine, Nya?
She's certainly in a hurry. The time machine? Its name is the Phone Wave. Name's subject to change, by the way. It's in our lab. This time we'll make use of the Phone Wave, named subject to change's original function and send the D-mail by remote control. Kurisu should still be in the lab. I'll leave the setup to her. I asked Ferris where she wants the D-mail to go. She says she's sending it to her father 10 years ago. I take down his email address. Can we get some info about what it's about? The destination is April 3rd, 2000. It has to be at 8 AM that day, so use an online calculator to factor in leap years, resulting in 86,168 hours.
So does that mean it has to keep going for 86.000 seconds? Won't Phone Wave Chan get tired?
It doesn't actually have to run the entire duration. Our previous experiments have confirmed that. Oh, it was more like 86,000 seconds. I only said like, whatever. The mail reaches the past if you send it as soon as the discharge begins. In accordance with the butterfly effect, the remaining seconds should be cancelled out. The experiment never happened. The fact that the D-mail was sent is erased, leaving behind only the mail and the recipient's phone. At least that's what our experiments have shown so far. Now let's call Kurisu. There we go.
Hello.
It's me. What's the situation?
Dots?
She hung up on me! Of course she did. Mayushi and I are the only ones who can deal with your act, you know? Again.
Hello.
It's Hoya Kiyuma. Don't hang up.
Oh, it's Okabe. I was sure it was a prank call.
It shows you my number, doesn't it? You weren't talking crazy, so I got scared and hung up. You were talking, okay. It would have been funny if it weren't too. In other words, you fear the insanity of Hoya Kiyuma. Well, I suppose you can't be She hung up again! Damn it! Like I said, we're the only ones who can put up with you. I quickly redial.
Hello.
This is Okabe Rintaro. Sorry, but could you mess with the Phone Wave, name subject to changes settings a little, please? Well, why didn't you say so? You gonna use the phone wave? I don't want to anger the guy downstairs, though. We're about to perform a critical experiment. Understand, assistant? Mr. Brown might yell at you, but that small sacrifice will bring mankind's dream, the time machine, to fruition. You're really responsible, you know that? Well, what should I set it to? I tell her Ferris's dad's mail address, and I have her set the timer. Okay, it's ready. God damn it, stop. I turn to Ferris. Finished writing what you want to send? I already told her the phone wave named subject to change his email address. Ferris nods. What did you write? You sure it's something that'll change the past? Well... What happened to your usual confidence?
It's embarrassing, yeah? A trade secret, yeah?
A secret? Nonsense! This is science! Unless we know what you're sending, we can't verify the results.
What's that supposed to mean? No one said anything about science, yeah? I'm using the time machine for myself, not science, yeah?
That's not fair. You're one to talk. Dar, you horny fool. Are you siding with Ferris? And you call yourself a super hacker? Ferris covers her phone with her body. Looks like she plans on hiding it to the bitter ends. Should we halt the experiment? Hey Okabe, how long are you gonna make me wait? An impatient Karisu nags me through the phone. Don't rush me, damn it!
Okarin, it's probably something private, so I don't think you should pry.
What? Even Mayuri's on Ferris' side? She was like this with Moeka, too. This is bad. I thought I had Ferris in the palm of my hand. Was I dancing to her tune all along? Okabe, if you're not gonna send anything, I'm hanging up. Wait! Fine. Activate the phone wave. Name subject to change. Damn it. I submitted to the cat girl. The discharge is starting. I nod to Ferris after getting Karisu's report. Ferris puts her finger on the send button, and... click! Yeah. Whoa. Dots. As the dizziness fades, I exhale slowly and open my eyes. Alright, world, show me your new form. Man, I wish I knew what kind of mail Ferris sent. First things first, I'm still in the room. When I look out the window, the Akiba sprawl greets me. I scan the room. Okay, card open.
Oh no, another virus card. Not so fast, Jan. Aw, you took 3 link cards, right? And I got 3 virus cards, right? Mayushi's in trouble.
What are they doing? The 3 of them are sitting around a table playing some kind of game. Reinet acts as battlers? We still have a terminal card. We can turn the tables next turn.
It's way too late for that, yeah? Ferris is gonna use the terminal card, virus checker, yeah? So which is Mayushi's last virus card, yeah? Oh no.
You're a monster, Ferris-tan.
Hey, could you wait 2 or 3 turns? Yeah? Please, yeah?
Yeah, not even if you try to copycat Ferris, Nyan. I forgot to mention it, but could you buy some cup noodles for dinner? Didn't you just ask about cup... Wait a minute, she asked for cup noodles earlier today. I guess in this timeline she never did, not until now. Now she's talking about a different one. I thought you wanted Genchan ramen, make up your mind. So yeah, things have changed again, but apparently there hasn't been a lot of big changes considering we're all in the same location.
No way!
Maria puts her fingers to both her eyes as if to mime tears. Anyway, it looks like they're playing Reinet Axis Battlers. Dots. It happened again. Reading Steiner. I'm the only person in the world who keeps his memories after the past changes. Ferris's D-mail worked. But what's kind of the point of changing something in the past if nobody can remember that it's changed? Then it's like we've always just lived in it, and we don't know anything else, you know? It just seems strange. That's why the three of them are now playing a card game instead of waiting for Ferris to press the button. Ferris never even sent the email. If I look at her phone, there won't be any record of it in her send history. And even if I demand that she'll tell me what she sent, she won't be able to answer, because the very fact that she sent it has been erased. The only trace of the email is in the recipient's phone, namely Ferris's father's phone 10 years ago. But that 10-year-old mail data was most likely erased long ago, so I don't think we can check. I have to figure out what changed the hard way. Let's start looking for differences.
Ooh, Ferris-chan is really strong. Mayushi started out strong, yeah? You have potential, Nyan. But don't think I'll go easy on you just because you're playing for fun, Nyan. Besides, I promised Papa that I'd win the next tournament, yeah? I can't lose to anyone before then, yeah? Papa?
Ferris nods happily.
Papa said that if Ferris won, he'd take time off work to congratulate me, Nyan.
I want to congratulate you too. Are you free that night?
Papa and I are having dinner that night, yeah?
Oh.
You know, we should all go cheer at the finals. Thanks, Nya.
Isn't your final opponent a viral attackers duo? No one has heard of them until they defeated Ferris-tan's rivals, Idiona. This mail she sent to her dad. Maybe it was so her dad would spend more time with her? Ferris-tan's duel with Idiona were all god tier, so I was looking forward to it.
I haven't seen any other Rain-Netter matches, but are the viral attackers really that ferocious?
Well, they're not a threat to Ferris-tan. Ferris-tan is the strongest. Ferris-tan is a goddess.
Nya, stop it, Nya. You're embarrassing me, Nya.
Dots. As I listen to their conversation, I feel a strange churning in my guts. Something's not right here. A voice whispers from deep within, deeper than reason. I play the conversation back in my head and soon realize the source of my discomfort. The Ferris I knew had never been to an official Rain-Net tournament. Really? I can't remember that piece of data. Maybe she asked her dad or said to her dad take me to Rain-Net's tournaments? Yet now she's about to compete in the tournament finals. Which means she's been going to tournaments for a while. Is this the change that Ferris wanted to make? Considering the recipient was her father, maybe he was strict and wouldn't let her go to tournaments. But is that a reason to change the past? Ferris is only 17 years old. It's not too late for her to start participating in tournaments. If there were an age limit to Rain-Net tournaments, that would be one thing. I guess it was just that important to her? At that moment, someone knocks on the door. To figure out who that is, tune into the next episode. Have a still good day, take care and stay awesome. But most important, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.